and welcome back to Double OT. I just shot the three to bang it to send to OT. Now I'm passing to Riley. I think I did that wrong.
It's close enough. Let's send it to Double OT.
I'm taking over as host now. But while we're doing the thing, he's gonna take off. So today we're gonna, we've been slacking on the pod a little bit, right? Wouldn't you say?
A little bit. I mean, yeah. I mean, you definitely.
You haven't, but we've been busy. I'm varsity basketball manager, so I got a lot on my plate. So we're just gonna talk about some NFL. Maybe throwing a little bit of NBA, a little MLB news. We're really gonna go all over the place today. Just talk about sports. So
yeah, we're gonna go full circuit today for sure. I mean, varsity basketball consuming a lot of our lives, even though one of us plays and one of us doesn't.
And Jacob, JV shot put,
and we got a shot put guy here. We got Jacob, the not so special guest, on for about we have 13 episodes. I think this is 9th time being on, so he's not really a special guest anymore.
He's part of the OT. Felix is a bigger part, but
yeah, I mean Felix. I mean everything we do on TikTok, YouTube, go check that out. Obviously, that's where all the best content is. So he runs all that. So Felix, we're gonna get him on soon. He's actually good at speaking. We should get him on here. But we're going to go full circuit today. I mean, if we're looking at the sports world right now, France just
I was going to say, you want to hop in a little World Cup action?
I mean, France just beat Morocco today. Now we got France versus Argentina in the final, which is history either way. Argentina wins. Messi gets his first World Cup championship and probably solidifies himself as the GOAT. France wins. They're the first. I don't know if it's the first team ever, but they win back-to-back World Cups.
Yeah, they're the first team to repeat.
First team to ever repeat. Mbappe gets his second.
It's looking like France. It's looking like France.
I think France is going to win. They're going to go back to back.
I really want Messi to get his World Cup.
Yeah,
but France is too powerful. Mbappe's 2 World Cups before 24. Like that's unheard of. Ronaldo doesn't even have one because he's washed.
That's crazy. I know. I want Messi to win it really bad.
I obviously wanted the USA to win, but besides that, I was rooting for France.
Oh, yeah. I think Argentina's playing with the fire behind them. I mean, they want to win for Messi.
I want them to win so bad.
I don't know. I think it could be interesting.
My bracket that I posted last week was pretty weak. The only thing I got right was Morocco beating Spain. That I got that part right.
Dude, the Brazil lost.
The obvious ones. I picked France to go. I picked France, Brazil. So I got France. But the only big thing I got right was Morocco.
Brazil shocked me. Portugal losing shocked me.
Brazil screwed everyone.
Brazil losing was crazy.
This has been a great World Cup. I mean, I'm not a big soccer guy, but I've watched almost all the games.
I hated soccer before this, but I love it. I love.
But after this, I'm not gonna go watch the Champions League. I'm only gonna watch it every 4 years.
I feel like every World Cup, the World Cup ends. I'm like, damn, I should watch soccer more. And I just
yeah, but normal soccer's not good. It's only World Cup soccer.
Yeah, who's gonna watch MLS?
No. But the fact that Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe are all on the same team makes me
dude, and they're not even that good. They're good, but they're not even the best team. I found out a week ago they're on the same team, and my mind was blown.
The same team, bro.
My mind was
blown. I didn't know that right now.
I thought PSG was gonna be
I'm trying to watch that.
I thought PSG was gonna be the best team ever. They're not even the best in their division.
Hey, that's showtime though. Let me tune in.
Facts. We should have a little watch party for PSG. Hey Jacob, what does PSG stand for?
I don't know.
I don't even know what that stands for.
It's like Paris something. I barely know.
Definitely not.
But, I mean, in all worlds of sports, there's so much going on. MLB's in the offseason and been so many big moves. Aaron Judge.
Jacob, I want to hear your thoughts on the Aaron Judge signing.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I was ready to cry when I saw that tweet that he was going to the Giants. Actually, I just stopped what I was doing.
Yeah, was that fake? Was the guy did he think he was going, or was he just messing with people?
I don't know. He's a very, famous reporter, so I don't know what he heard, but he tweeted it out. And at first he had a typo, so everyone thought it was a joke, but then he fixed it, and then he said he was wrong. And then the next morning it came out that he was back to the Yankees. So I don't really know
$40 million a year, bro. That's just for 9 years. I mean, you have him locked in for pretty much – he's 39. He's 30. He'll be 39 when his contract's up. You're going to have him for the rest of his career. And you're just going to waste his talent away because the Yankees can never produce in the playoffs.
See, that's where you're right.
So why pay someone $40 million when you can let him go to the Giants, rebuild your team around maybe get good draft picks? How's your farm system? Are the Yankees farm system any good?
It's amazing. It's probably the best in the league.
So build off those farm players, sign someone else, save that money because you're just going to waste that talent. I mean, there's no need to have him. But if we're talking about
We just had a historic
It could be-
season, but for 9 years, I don't know.
Okay, what's up with the historic season if when you're in the playoffs you get shut down? He did not
Because the
produce.
Yankees are a one-dimensional team.
You're telling me he didn't get shut down, Riley?
He did. He
I
did.
like
I know. He did.
He didn't play great, but he did not get shut down.
He had 2 hits. They were 2 home runs, I believe. I think that was
He batted. Oh wait,
He
he
struck
batted.
out every other time.
He batted like 200 against them.
He did not, play up to what he was doing in the regular season 100%. But you're telling me you don't. How do you not resign that guy?
You have to resign him.
He
I
batted
don't know if $40 million a year.
He batted 148 in 7 games against the Astros.
40.
That's like the Eagles just not resigning Jalen Hurts after the season. Like, how do you do that?
But we're producing with Jalen Hurts.
And the Giants had the best record or one of the best records in the AL.
Who are the Giants?
The Yankees. Yankees.
Yeah, they had the
That's
second
like
best
a
record,
star.
but
That's
they were
like
also
a wild card.
48-17 before the All-Star break, and then they fell off. Gotta remember that part too.
Garrett Cole can't pitch. I'm so down on the Yankees this upcoming season. It's actually absurd.
I mean, as a Yankees fan,
You know who I'm very high on though? Your Phillies.
Dude, I want to talk about that for a second.
Yeah, let's talk about Trey Turner.
We
11
brought
years
Trey Turner to the
I
city
I mean,
of
talk about
Brotherhood.
overpaying. Talk about
How do you
overpaying.
feel about that, bro?
11
But-
years.
We got the better player.
Yeah, but he's 29.
It's
You're
not
paying him
better
till
than
he's
Aaron
40.
Judge.
You're
He's
paying a shortstop till he's
Did
40.
you just say Trey Turner?
An outfielder's one thing. You can
All
move
right,
to a
Riley, I
DH.
was kidding. Okay,
I was just-
but okay, okay. You put Trey Turner into our lineup. Trey Turner at short, Alec Baum at third, Reese Hoskins at first, maybe Scott at second. I don't know. Scott at second. I don't know what's going on there. Bryce Harper
Probably
right
Scott,
field,
yeah.
Schwarber left field, Castellanos right field, Ramuto catcher. I mean, our pitching isn't the best, but who's beating that 9? That's the best 9 in the league. Outside of the
That's what
Astros.
Verlander did.
Outside of the Astros. Dude, we were the last seed in the NL. And we went all the way to the Super Bowl, the World Series, and
That's how baseball
we
is.
took.
Once
what
you're
if-
in the playoffs, everything resets. It doesn't matter.
What did we take? We took the Astros to 5. 5?
6.
6. We took the Astros to 6. Like, that's impressive in its own. And now adding one of probably the fastest shortstop, one of the best fielding shortstops in the league to our team.
Best shortstop.
He's good at
One
everything.
of the
Overall,
our
He
biggest
might be the
we're
best.
lacking in defense, and we just brought that to the table.
Yeah, Alec Boehm still sucks though.
I think it's a great move. I don't think. I think
Oh, it's a great move.
Did you see Carlos Correa to the where'd he go? He went to the.
He went to the Giants because they didn't get Judge.
I was going to say
It
he was
feels right,
Allen
though.
Twins.
So they
I
didn't
still
really
think
need an
Judge should went to
infielder.
the Giants though. As a Yankees fan, I'm sold on Judge. Should have went to the Giants.
Who do the Giants have? Like, if they added Judge, would they be a contender for the World Series?
No.
No.
That's
And why
why
would we
he
go to a
go.
team?
But
yeah,
Judge got a long-term deal. Like
They're
he's
the
not-
most mediocre team there is. Even if you add a guy like Judge, you're not going anywhere.
I want to. What do you think? Do you think the Yankees make any more moves this offseason or no?
They need
Yeah,
to.
probably
They're
not-
the same
they don't-
team they were last year. They didn't get any better.
The Tatis rumblings.
Oh, I heard that. I don't know about that.
Tatis.
That would be awesome. I don't know.
Tatis.
We like
That's
juicers,
one of those-
bro. We want juicers in New York.
Riley, that's one of those guys. That's
I mean,
like,
the short porch with the juice. I don't know.
I
We
feel like
want
I feel
juicers
like
in New York, bro. We got A-Rod.
I feel like bringing Tatis to New York.
He's too much of a personality for the Yankees.
It's like I was just gonna say, like it's not gonna work out. Like it really
I
will.
love it, dude.
Like I'm trying to think of an example. It's like, bro, it was like what happened with the Nets. It was like bringing Kyrie, Harden, and KD together. It
Yeah.
didn't
What
fucking
other
work.
personality do we have
Oh,
that's like
sorry.
a terrible personality?
No,
Garrett
no
Cole
one has a terrible
sucks.
personality. He's just
Garrett
so
Cole
cocky.
sucks.
Now, what's that? Well, who's the guy Matt likes? The pitcher.
Nestor Cortez.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
he is a
the-
personality.
He's
he
the
is
best
the-
guy on this planet.
Matt's two
Nestor's
loves:
a
Ricky
great-
Henderson and
Nestor's
Nestor
a
Cortez.
Great dude, like. I mean, what other big move happened in free agency? We had
Jacob, you're an MLB insider. What else happened in the free agency
Yeah.
you want to talk about?
I'm trying to think.
we had,
There's still
obviously
some
we
big
had-
names
we had
out there.
DeGrom to the Rangers. We had DeGrom to the
DeGrom was a big move. He got overpaid.
It's like putting it's like putting a Bugatti in like a apartment.
Yeah, I saw that on
It's
Instagram.
like
And
yeah,
we
it's
have
on
Verlander
Instagram.
to the
Like
Mets. What are our thoughts on Verlander to the Mets, Jacob?
I don't know.
I don't
He's
think it-
old.
I don't think it
He won a
changes
Cy
the
Young,
Mets.
but he's old. I don't know.
I don't think it
I mean,
changes
the Mets are going to have good pitching. They're going to overpay
But
old
they only
guys.
signed him
What
2
they
years.
do.
They only signed him 2 years.
The reason, Rob, I think
He's
the main
40.
reason they signed him is so that they can't get DeGrom back.
Well, they lose DeGrom, but they get Verlander, and he's old, but they only get him for 2 years. DeGrom's better long term, but I think short term, Verlander's probably the better option.
No.
Yeah, I mean, the Mets are going to win now.
For the next
So-
2 years? I mean, Verlander's coming off Cy Young and a World Series.
Who are some of the people
The
still
way
available?
pitching is, though, that he could go out and win the Cy Young, and next year, at 40 years old, he could lay an egg.
I mean, Verlander might
I don't
be
know.
the best pitcher of our generation.
Oh, for sure.
He's up there.
Not even a
He's
question.
definitely top three. He's definitely top three.
I mean, I've seen the Red
Not
Sox
ever,
have been in the news a lot. They've been
Red Sox have been quiet, though. They've been
I
in the
mean,
news for
Bogarts-
guys, but they've been really quiet.
Who did
They
Bogart sign
haven't-
with?
Bogarts to the Padres. That's big. I forgot
That's
about
a
that one.
huge move. That's a huge
I think
move.
the Redskins might be worse in the division this year
Redskins?
Oh,
in the
yeah.
East.
The Orioles
Redskins
are only
or
getting
Red
better.
Sox. Adley Rutschman, they have like a star. Who do the Red Sox have like that? That's like that guy.
Rafael Devers, that's it. And he's
Yeah,
probably going to
Dude,
get traded.
He's mediocre. Like he's not that good.
No, he's not.
Well, they lost Bogarts. I mean, yeah, they're weak.
But if they don't re-sign him, he's probably going to get traded at the deadline. So
Did
they're definitely
did-
going to rebuild.
And Rondon's still available.
Ron,
Swanson's
yeah,
still
he's tied to the
available.
Yankees, but apparently that offer that the Yankees made him wasn't very good. So
Noah Syndergaard got
Yeah.
brought to the Dodgers.
really,
Yeah, he did. That happened today.
I didn't even see that.
So I mean,
Oh,
there's
he's
still a lot of moves need to be made in the MLB offseason. I'm
It's
excited
been
to
a
see
fun
where that goes.
offseason so far.
No, definitely. I something that hasn't been fun in my opinion. I think the NBA has been terrible this season.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I haven't.
I disagree.
haven't
But
watched
you
the
know,
game.
as we go through each sport, I'm going to explain the big things that are going on recently. Celtics dominating the league. Celtics big win over the Lakers last night. Lakers actually, despite being 11-15, have been competing the last couple games. Anthony Davis on an absolute tear as we speak. LeBron's been dealing with injury. He has not, been performing to the highest level. But Anthony Davis is on an absolute tear right now, making his name known in the MVP race. Leading the MVP race, obviously, we have number one Jason Tatum. Celtics are dominating the league right now. They're the number one team in the NBA. Jason Tatum is favorite.
I don't see that. I don't see that holding up.
I do.
You think they stay
And,
number
Yeah, I
one?
think they hold up.
I think they stay number one. Milwaukee, the team behind them in the East, the only team I could see being that. I still think Milwaukee would beat them in the playoff series, but I think regular season standings, I'd pick the Celtics. And in the MVP race, right behind Tatum, we got Luka, Giannis, Jokic is getting back to the conversation, and sleepers in AD and Donovan Mitchell.
What about
Pelicans-
Shai?
Shai is also obviously but his team
Shai
is
Gilgeous,
terrible.
yeah.
His
What do
team
you,
is just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, but they're gonna be so good. Like once you get
Once
Chet
you get
back.
Chet, and they might get another high pick this year because they suck. And they got
Yeah,
KD.
but we've been talking about this Oklahoma City Thunder being so
That's the
good
thing.
every
That's the
year.
thing with these rebuilds. It's like eventually, like the Cavs lost LeBron in 2018, rebuilt for
Cavs
3 years, and now they're back to
are-
the top. Like they did,
and
it in
it's
3
just
years.
like- And they don't. And Donovan Mitchell looks amazing.
Donovan Mitchell
They
was
look.
elite.
They look great. And
They-
and the
They
Sixers.
lost LeBron in 2018, and then 3 years, like just rebounded. Like it feels like these teams have been rebuilding for like 10 years. Like the Kings have been rebuilding since I was like in the womb.
I've never seen the Kings be good.
They haven't. Look, I'm pretty sure that the Kings haven't. There's like a crazy statistic about them being in like winning a playoff series. I don't think they've.
They're
won a
like the
playoff series.
Jets of my generation. They're the
They
Jets
haven't
of the
won a
NFL
playoff
of my
series
generation.
since 03 or something. Like I'm pretty sure LeBron, since he's entered the league, like the Kings haven't won a playoff series since he's like entered the league or something like that.
Man, don't they have like the longest playoff drought like in any
They're the
sport?
Lion. They're
This
the
man,
Lions
this
of
man
them.
will find any excuse to bring up LeBron,
Well, because he's been in the league for a long time.
and he's washed.
Oh,
And
you see how they renamed the MVP trophy Michael Jordan, not LeBron James?
Yeah.
He's still in the league. You're not naming the MVP trophy of someone that's still in the NBA.
No, you're naming it after the
That's-
best player ever.
Yeah, and they named the defense player of the year off after Hakeem because these are old guys.
How about
Okay.
the Pelicans being tough? Did that come out of left field?
No, I expected it. I said they'd be the 6 seed, which is a little low. But they obviously have so much talent on the team. They were a really good big three, and they just beat the Suns back-to-back nights. And the Suns weren't happy with Zion throwing on that 360.
That was tough.
Oh,
and
I
I just want
saw
to ask you the
that.
question: what are our thoughts
crazy.
on guys?
You know,
like when the
I
game
wanted
is
to-
over?
George
Okay.
Pappas, he has
We said-
that
we
famous
got- we
clip.
got conflict. So if you're on the Suns and the game's over, they're up 10 with a second left, and the guy does a 360 dunk, are you gonna get upset, or are you a believer in play till the final whistle?
I think
No,
play
you
the
gotta
final
play till the
whistle.
end.
Especially in like big market leagues like the NFL and NBA. People are here to watch you play. People are here
wanna
for your
see that,
entertainment.
right? Yeah.
You're getting paid $40 million to do a 360 windmill at the end of the game because that sells jerseys. That gets fans. That's
If I'm
why
the
it's
Suns,
just
I'm not
it's a
upset.
business.
Zion's
It's
wide
like-
open.
If you're the
Game's
Suns and
over.
you give Zion a chance like that, you can't get mad
Yeah,
about
he's
it.
wide open. He's good, and he throws down 360. Like the game's over. Like you lost.
It's
the
like
game.
Riley.
It is what
Riley.
it is. Like
When Rosa Catholic was up by 40 against you guys, and that man dunked on you, were you salty?
no, it is what it was.
Yeah, I mean, so you got
But
dunked
it
on.
also,
It's chill.
there was like 3 minutes left in the game. It wasn't.
No, I just had to bring that up because I think it's funny.
I had to bring that up. But I mean, yeah, Pelicans very hot right now. They're making noise in the West. Some teams underperforming. Like the Mavericks are underperforming the Warriors.
Sixers
some
are still. I think the Sixers are underperforming with the team they have.
Sixers are underperforming. Embiid actually came out and said he thinks the fans want him to get traded. Crazy.
If he
statement.
gets traded, I'll cry.
I mean, the fans don't like Harden. It's a mess over there in Philly. Nuggets are at the top of the West as well. They're staying stable. Giannis and the Bucks aren't going anywhere. And I mean, Brooklyn is just a mess as well. So
Giannis
I mean,
could.
the NBA landscape is just crazy right now. It's very one-sided. Teams that were supposed to be good are underperforming. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens come playoff time. But I mean, it's been pretty boring, pretty slow. I mean,
I just want to add. I feel like Giannis could take the Kings to his playoffs by himself.
no, he's
He's just that good. Like, do you think he finishes at the GOAT as the GOAT or top
I
three?
think he's gonna finish.
He's in the conversation.
He's gonna be a top 2 power forward of all time. It could be him and Tim Duncan, and he's probably gonna be top 15, top 10.
Because you and me are both heavy on that. Patrick Mahomes will finish as the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, he's
So-
already top 20. Like, if his career ended today, he's top 20.
Who, Giannis?
Yeah, he already has a ring.
And how many? He has 2 MVPs or an MVP?
For the year, 2 MVPs.
Yeah, that's what I
Like, what else
thought.
do you need?
He's gonna get 1 or 2 more rings before he leaves. Probably 2 more MVPs, 2 more Defensive Player of the Years.
I mean, he averages like 30 points, 15 rebounds,
How old is
6 assists.
He's like
Like
20.
27, 28.
He's gonna have that Tim Duncan hardware.
I mean, unless he gets hurt. I mean, he's obviously like Tim Duncan didn't really rely on athleticism like Giannis does. But he averages like 30 and 15, like 6 assists, and he's the best defensive player in the NBA. And he plays hard every game. He's never hurt. He's just everything you want in a franchise guy. Like, he's such a nice guy too. It's so hard not to root for him.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I understand
Sure.
as a Sixers fan why you'd hate Giannis.
I mean, every time they play the Bucks, I hate watching it because I love Giannis so much. He's such a funny guy. Like, he's a great guy.
So nice. It's like
He doesn't start any problems in the league. I mean, I didn't like that when they did play the Sixers. You see him, the guy was trying to clean, and
the ladder.
he flew the ladder. I didn't like that at all.
Dude,
Get out of
he's
his
trying to
way.
get his shots, yo. He's trying to get his shots.
No, that's not.
Gotta get out of his way.
But be real, if you're like an employee, the ladder guy at the Sixers arena, and Giannis is taking free throws, you have some, like
Nerve.
go in front of his shots and put up a ladder, like bro.
After you just beat them.
To
After you
Giannis?
just beat them.
like I am not going in front of Giannis, like buddy. Like,
I would
you have
never,
to
yeah.
move. Like I'm waiting for him to finish before I do anything with that ladder. That guy had some nerve, yo.
Should we hop into our bread and butter?
Yeah. I mean, obviously NFL. Week 14 just ended. Obviously John's Eagles dominated my Giants as we expected.
Embarrassing.
Eagles cemented themselves as the number 1 team in the league.
I want to talk
They
about
were
the Eagles real quick if we have a chance.
Let's top it to the Eagles. Top to the Eagles as they destroyed the Giants. 48-24, I believe it was. So bad the Giants had Tyrod Taylor in the beginning of the fourth quarter. I mean, John, are the Eagles just the hands-down favorite to win MVP? And I mean the championship. And are Eagles taking home the Super Bowl? Is it this simple?
You know, looking at the rest of the teams in the league, you know, they're better than the Chiefs. I mean, I think that debate's over. They're better than the Bills. That debate's over. The only team that's behind them is the Cowboys. The Cowboys are the second best team in the league.
No.
I'm interested to see how that game goes when they play the Cowboys.
How-
tell
Dude, the
you.
Cowboys.
I think Dak is holding the Cowboys back from being a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, I agree with
And
that.
I'm not saying Dak sucks. I just think in this league, the team, like the Cowboys, are going to be held back from Dak. He's terrible on third down conversions. He's terrible on fourth down conversions. He throws interceptions. He's
He's been up and down. He's been
he
hurt
has
a
more
lot.
interceptions than games started this season.
That's
You know,
crazy
but-
stat.
the thing with just the Eagles have a cakewalk too. In the like, I'm not scared to play the 49ers anymore. I'm really not. I mean, whatever. Purdy's good, but he's not beating the Eagles.
That's the
The
thing,
Vikings, we've proven we beat the Vikings. The Cowboys, it comes down to the Cowboys. I mean, they look good, but Eagles are just. I think they're consensus number one.
No,
They have they can score on every level of the ball. Miles Sanders had 1,000 rushing yards already this year. AJ Brown 1,000 rushing yards. AJ Brown, he gets locked up. Devontae Smith, he was a previous Heisman winner. People forget how talented Devontae Smith is.
oh, he's so
he
good.
he could be. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say top 20. He could be a top 25 receiver in this league. He may already be a top 25 receiver in this league.
No, for sure. I mean, and what's crazy is he might not even be the second best receiving option on your team, and that guy that might be the second best receiving option
Injured.
hurt right now.
And when he
Goddard,
comes back this
very
week against the
well.
Bears, I mean, I really hope he does. I mean, he's going to be back for playoffs. He is Jalen Hurts' like safety blanket. No one's open. Toss to
He's
Dallas
top
Goddard.
five.
He's going to catch the ball.
He's top 5, and
He's top 3.
part of it.
He's top 3. He's 3. He's better than George Kittle, and I'll stand by that every day of the week.
Yeah, George Kittle's been terrible this year.
It goes Kelsey, Andrews, Goddard.
He's better than Hawkinson, and he's better
Hawkinson
than-
is not even top 5. Hawkinson's like 10.
overrated.
Hawkinson's like 10.
If Hawkinson was on the Eagles, he wouldn't produce the same amount as Goddard.
I think if you put
Oh.
K-Dot, if you put K-Dot on the Eagles, he'd be better. If you put Dalton Schultz on the Eagles, he'd be better.
Well, yeah. The Eagles are just a loaded team. Like they just all around are just so sound.
And
They
I-
don't
and
lack
I-
anything.
And I know I say how complete our team is, but I give most of the credit to our coaching staff. Sirianni, Gannon and Stite have all been amazing. They've been great. I mean, they're both of our defense and offense coordinator are both going to get a head coaching job next year. I 100% think that.
And when compared to the Eagles, all the other teams we could look at, like 49ers, they have a glaring issue, the quarterback. Cowboys, quarterback. Chiefs, they're when Kelsey shut down, who's
The only thing they have is a quarterback.
Yeah, they have a quarterback, but when Kelsey, we saw what happened with the Bengals. Kelsey got shut down, no one can make a play, and they just got outplayed. Their defense is not.
Bills just haven't looked the same.
Secondary.
Yeah, the Chiefs are proving
Josh
they're
Allen makes a lot of
beatable.
interception. Running game is slow in Buffalo, and Josh Allen turns the ball over a lot. Every team has a glaring issue that's at the top. Dolphins, Tua might just not be that guy. And it's like, what issue do the Eagles have? The only thing you could say is that Jalen Hurts is not proven. And it's like,
Dude, I'm
He's
sick of
proven
that.
himself now.
I'm sick of that. He's proven.
that's the only argument you can make. And it's like,
If you can
well,
say-
gotta wait for the playoffs. Like,
If you can say Tua's proven and he's not, that
Tua is not
argument's
proven.
okay. I just want to. And I don't know. I don't think we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I really don't. I think we get a Super Bowl in the next 3 years, but I don't think we win the Super Bowl this year. I mean, when it comes down to it, the Bills, they're just a hard team to beat. We might be more like built, but it's just the Bills. I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be Bills Eagles Super Bowl. I think the Bills are going to beat it by a slim margin.
I'm a
I hate
firm
to say it.
believer that in a big game, when it comes to the fourth quarter and it's tied, that's when guys like Burrow, Allen, and Mahomes win you the
Yeah, the Bengals,
Yeah.
they look good too.
The
they might
Bengals
go-
are up there. The
They
Bengals
went-
up there. And the Bengals are proven.
Bengals might be my 5. Bengals might be my 4.
Oh, Bengals are top 5.
And they might be
Am I
higher
right?
than 4 or 5.
Mine might
Bengals
go.
better than
If,
Dallas.
is this crazy to say it goes Eagles, Bengals, Eagles, Cowboys, Bengals, Bills, Chiefs?
Cowboys are not, too.
I don't
Really?
know if 49ers are top 5. I would
49ers, because Debo got hurt, too.
He only
because-
proved
but the
himself
only
against a
team
terrible
more-
Tampa team.
Okay, yeah. I know. I'm not confident in the Purdy kid, but if the only team as loaded as the Eagles is the 49ers, they are loaded.
Yeah,
Like,
but
their
Debo got
defense
hurt.
is scary. Their defense
Debo's
is
hurt
scary.
and Garoppolo.
And now
Their
you lose
defense,
Debo. Now you lose Debo.
but they
It's like-
can rely on the running game if they need to. But Elijah Mitchell's out, so you can't workhorse McCaffrey that much when you don't have a backup that's stable.
They needed the weapons to stay healthy for Purdy to be able to produce. And now
If
it's
they
not
stayed
happening.
healthy this whole year, it would be no doubt they win the Super Bowl.
And it's
Imagine
like-
what they could have done with Trey Lance. I'm heavy on Trey Lance. I
I
think
like
he's a
him
stud.
too. I like him a lot. I mean, Purdy is what Shanahan likes. Shanahan likes a guy that just doesn't turn the ball over and doesn't do too much. Like he just delivers. Because with those kind of weapons, all you have to do is just make the right play.
Yeah,
Like, you don't have
49ers,
to- You don't have to do too much. Like
besides
like
Kaepernick, they've never really had that guy that's flashy. They don't have
had
flashy
Alex
quarterbacks.
Smith,
They have system
Like,
quarterbacks. They play like the
system quarterbacks. That's what
Patriots.
they've always had.
They play
That's what
system
Garoppolo
quarterbacks
is.
like the Patriots.
But no rookie is winning you a Super Bowl. Like
And you know what? Yeah, exactly. Garoppolo grew up in that Patriots organization where
Exactly.
they have a system quarterback.
And
Steelers.
then again, we saw it last year with the 49ers where they beat the Packers 13-3 just off defense. And it's like they really might win a game in the playoffs just like because their defense is so good.
I 100% agree. Jacob, I want to hear about your Steelers against losing to a Ravens team with no quarterback.
Yeah. Well, we didn't really have much of a quarterback either. Mitch looked terrible.
Why wasn't Pickett in?
First play of the game, he got slammed on the ground. He got another concussion, so they don't know if he's even going to play for
That's
the rest
terrible.
of the season. It's his second concussion already. Third time he's been in the protocol. So, I don't know. I don't think he's going to play.
I mean,
I've heard rumors that
Steelers-
Big Ben wants to make a comeback for the rest of the season. I don't know if it's true.
oh my God.
It's
I
ridiculous.
mean, now you're in a position where it's like you guys aren't going to sneak it. You don't honestly at this point. There's no point sneaking to the playoffs. What? You
No.
pull up a miracle. You're not going to sneak into the playoffs. Obviously, you're not. And
No.
even if you were going to, let's say you win this week and you sneak in, just to what? Get embarrassed in the first round again.
Exactly. They need to
You
get a
have no
good pick. They haven't had a good pick
You
in
get no
years.
pick,
Years.
and then
My whole life.
no pick, and then that's so now it's like, oh, Tomlin's record. Just get the pick, yo.
I don't care.
Tomlin's record is not.
Exactly.
Like the AFC's loaded. Like you guys are just. This isn't your year. I hope you guys keep losing. Like I really don't. Like if you guys like finish. Like,
Yeah, me too. If they
like,
sneak in like they did last year, they're just
9
going to get
and 8.
embarrassed.
If you're like
Like they did
9
last
and
year.
you don't make the playoffs, but your record's not too bad, and then you're like don't make the playoffs, but you have like the 14th pick. It's like damn.
Exactly.
Like
They need to pick before 10. Sometime, like, they're at 10 right now.
Just tank. Just lose
They're at
these
10
games.
now, so.
Lose these games. Keep picking on the sideline, honestly.
Yeah, but it's Mike Tomlin. He's not going to lose games.
That's the
It's
issue.
just not how he is.
That's the issue there. And
Yeah, a lot of people want Tomlin out. Not because he's a bad coach, just because they need a change. I don't know.
you think? I mean,
I was thinking about it. I obviously love Tomlin, like the winning record and everything, but you could have a winning season every year. But if you don't go anywhere, though, it doesn't really matter.
He might be overrated.
I don't know. He's still a good coach. It's just
I'm not gonna make the take. I'm not gonna make the take.
I'm Paul Pierce. I had to get carted off the field to go use the bathroom. I'm back.
Okay. We were just talking about the Steelers and what the draft. was
Sorry.
And
Nope.
Tomlin. Not much to talk about with the Steelers, obviously. And then I just want to talk about my Giants real quick. I don't think we're a playoff team.
I don't think you're a team.
I don't think we're a playoff team.
We told you that from day one, but you didn't believe
We
it.
have injuries. I mean, it's clear that when Saquon's not like just not the best running back
You know-
to produce, and we shouldn't be in the playoffs. We're probably not gonna make the playoffs. And John is raising his hand. Yes, John.
If you lose to the Commanders, you're losing every game for the rest of the season.
I mean, we're not beating Minnesota. Honestly, I don't even know.
They need to win this week.
Do we even beat the Colts?
No. Hot take.
I
Hot
can
take.
see
You
us
lose to
losing out.
Hot take. You lose to the Colts by 30.
Well, the Colts
I can see.
suck.
Okay.
You guys no. What you guys should have done is your team. Okay, you obviously had an easy
We really
schedule,
aren't
right?
a good team. Like we're just not.
You had an easy schedule. You won the easy games, but your team is not good enough to make the playoffs. So if you did make the playoffs, you get embarrassed. Brian Dale would need to use his head, lose some of those games, get a good draft pick, and draft a future star because you have no one on your team besides Saquon and Kayvon Thibodeau. Your team sucks besides that. Literally
Okay,
dog
no,
shit.
we have one of the.
Oh, you don't even know that guy's name when last time I asked you. I asked him what the left tackle's name was. He didn't know.
Thomas.
Yeah, but you
I
said
did
like,
not know
you said,
Andrew
like
Thomas.
I don't know what he said.
He's
But
solid. He's a solid, is what he is. And our team's hurt, man. We got no receiver.
team's hurt, man.
Even
Yeah,
if it's
no
not
receiver.
hurt, they don't do anything.
We got no next
It's
year.
like you know that meme where it's like, come on,
Did Kenny
do
Galladay
something.
do anything?
We stick with Jones. We sign Odell. Our receivers get healthy. Our defense get healthy, and we run it back with Dable round 2. That team is not that bad.
You're wasting Dable's coaching potential because you're getting put.
First year, no one. We were supposed to be
Oh my
fine.
gosh,
We were supposed to be what like Denver is right now. That was supposed to be us this year.
Daniel Jones has proven us that he's a mediocre quarterback. At the end of
The
the
only
day,
reason Giants are where they are is because of
Yes,
Dable and
obviously.
Saquon.
Daniel Jones is not a superstar quarterback. But he has nothing. We haven't given him anything. Like Jalen Hurts,
not good.
Because he's improving himself.
But Jalen Hurts was able to perform to his full potential. Tua is able to perform to his full potential because they put guys around him. Tua in his third year got everything you could possibly ask for. Aaron Jones in his fourth year, and his number one receiver right now is Isaiah Hodgins.
And it comes down to your shitty ass general. It's your terrible GM who signs Kenny Galladay? Who gives Kenny Galladay? What is that? 9 figures?
I feel like Kenny Galladay was a bum on the lines. He wasn't a bum. He was good.
But you're signing him when he's like 35.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's a different GM.
Tony is a bust. Our O-line sucks. It's embarrassing. And the entire fan base got fooled by that lucky Baltimore win, who sucks too. They're frauds. We got that lucky Green Bay Packer win because at the time the Packers were supposed to be good, but they suck. So really, we beat those two teams, thought we were good. In reality, those teams aren't even that good. And now,
and Riley, guess what?
And now they put us on Thanksgiving, putting us on prime time. We get embarrassed by the Eagles. I almost went to that damn game with John Roeder to sit in the pouring rain and watch us get embarrassed by the Eagles by 40.
Sit in the pouring rain in the nosebleeds.
Pouring rain. I turned on the channel, 21-0. AJ Brown catching it like it was backyard toss. It's embarrassing for the franchise.
I mean, Riley, you might get one more win.
We don't deserve to make it over Seattle. And we need to beat the Commanders. We tie with the Commanders. I mean, damn.
That was a joke.
You play the Eagles one more time last week of the season, and it's going to be when we sit all our players. So maybe you have a chance.
I hope you guys sit all your players.
We're going to.
I don't even know if we beat. I mean, Boston Scott ran it up on us. Are we even beating
Gardner Minshew, Zach Pascal, and Boston Scott are better 3 than your top 3.
Zach Pascal would be the wide receiver 1 on our team. And Gardner Minshew and that squad might beat us, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone would be the wide receiver 1 on that team.
I would give me a month to train. I would be the wide receiver 1 on that team. Your team. How is there not a better guy out there? Like I don't know, in like Europe.
Shepard towards ACL.
He sucks anyway. He's terrible. How do you get a non? How do you?
I forgot about him.
How do you get a non-contact ACL tear?
I don't know. I look at Kyler Murray.
That's Kyler Murray.
That was non-contact?
It's the turf.
Yeah, he just fell.
Fix the turf. NFL, if you're
watching.
Grass.
Should all be grass.
Yeah, NFL, if you're watching.
Shepard towards ACL. We're getting OBJ, though.
Do you want OBJ?
No.
It's literally the Raiders signing Antonio Brown.
But we got unfinished business with OBJ.
OBJ is not the same player.
Like when you sign Antonio Brown, he's not the same player.
Okay, but he just won a Super Bowl last time he was healthy and he caught a touchdown.
Because he was the 3rd receiver on that team.
Yeah, he's not going to be a wide receiver 1.
He was low-key the wide receiver 2. Robert Woods was kind of whack.
He would be the best. I don't think he could be a. Wait, what were you say?
All right, you finish.
I don't think he could be a. I don't think he's still a wide receiver 1 potential kind of guy.
No. I don't even know if he can play.
I don't know if he can be wide receiver 1, but like him, Shepard, Slayton, and like Wan'Dale Robinson when he's like healthy, he's young.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
Like that score is.
Who is that?
No,
that's the guy that they picked up. That's like that story about like. Kurt Warner got seen at like a ShopRite or bagging. That's like some shit with Wan'Dale Robinson.
He's a rookie, and
he sucks.
We're gonna play
Devontae Smith. Jamar Chase was a rookie and he dropped 18. Jamar Chase was a rookie and he dropped 1,800 yards.
Okay, we're gonna play a little game that we obviously came up with and is completely original. It's called Fraud or Not Fraud.
I've never heard that before.
I came up with the name. I came up with the game. So, obviously, first team on this list is Baltimore Ravens. Are they a fraud? Or
fraud.
Are they a fraud? We're gonna start with Jacob. We're gonna start with Jacob because I think he's on mute.
Fraud.
John?
I got no explanation.
I mean, Lamar's out.
No Lamar, no receiver, no win.
Even without Lamar, even with Lamar, honestly, they might still be a fraud.
They beat good, like they beat easy teams, so.
But the Giants did beat them. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh, big win! You beat the Ravens! Yay!
So we're gonna transition to the team that Jacob said was the best team in the league, the Miami Dolphins.
Not frauds.
Jacob.
Frauds.
No.
I'm gonna take it back.
So, Jacob, are you really gonna sit up here on double OT right now and say that Tua and all those guys are frauds after all the praise you gave them, saying they're better?
Who did
I'm
they,
saying it because of Tua. That's
Who did
why.
they lose to this week? Who did they lose to this week?
They lost to the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. Embarrassing.
I'm only saying it because of Tua.
Can we stop this Herbert Tua comparison? It was never a comparison. And I'm actually gonna back Justin Herbert. I was falling off Justin Herbert, but the hate he's getting is ridiculous. Brandon Staley needs to go. Terrible head coach. He's supposed to be a defensive head coach. The defense stinks again. They pay all this money for the defense. They have a defensive head coach. Defense still sucks. All his weapons are hurt. I mean, the play calling is terrible. Justin Herbert needs to get some relief. And Tua, once he's gotta like perform and like not get carried by his weapons a little bit, he's terrible.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
I'm
the-
saying. They're not complete frauds, but they're not the number one team, like I said.
They're
That
strong.
was just
They're
stupid.
strong. Like they're like above average team. Yeah, but they're not.
At the end of the day,
They're right. I won't say they're frauds. They're like right in the middle of it. I don't want to say they're not
They're not
frauds.
bad, but like
I don't know. If Tua
I
can
think
play
the
well, then
Patriots
they're
are beating them in the playoffs. If they play in the playoffs.
49ers expose them. I mean, Patriots. We'll just transition to Patriots because John said the Patriots fraud enough.
They're just like mediocre. I mean, they're right now. As of today, they're the 7th seed in the playoffs. But like, they're so weird. They're either gonna play lights out or they're gonna lose by 30 to the Bears.
They're
Like,
the worst team in their division, but like they're a playoff team.
they're not the worst team in the division. The Jets are the worst team in the division. With
Oh,
with
I think the Jets are better. Defensively, they're like equal, and then offensively, like
if you put, I have a hot take. If you put Mac Jones on the Jets, they're good. They're a solid playoff team.
honestly,
Oh, Mac Jones is the most boring quarterback in the NFL.
But that's what they need. All they
Mac
need is
Jones
someone that
is
gets the
terrible.
job done. They need someone that gets the job done.
someone that gets the job done. Mac Jones is not regressed.
Honestly, Mac Jones might just be bad play calling. Honestly,
Patricia
poor
is
guy.
terrible. Patricia
Mac
is
Jones on
terrible.
the Steelers would be a great quarterback.
yeah, because Mike Tomlin knows how to deal with unathletic white
Mac
quarterbacks.
Jones is not.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a system quarterback.
Mac Jones.
He
at
just
some
plays
point
the
this year
system.
Will leave New England and he'll be somewhere like the San Francisco, and he will perform.
Do we think? I've heard some rumors about Brady coming back to the Patriots after this season.
I would love that. I would love that.
He needs to go somewhere like he might go to San Francisco.
Dude, no, but Brady's washed.
Is Trey Lance like?
Yeah,
Is
He
Trey
is.
Lance
I would
like-
rather have Trey Lance than Tom Brady and a million
I mean,
moons.
what is Trey Lance now?
No.
Now he's a running quarterback who just
like for a long time. Wait, are we talking like 1 year or just
Well,
for the future?
well, if you get Brady, if you trade for Brady, you have him for a good amount, and you're just wasting Trey Lance's potential. I'd rather build Trey Lance in my system than have Tom Brady be there for 2 years.
The 49ers are
But if you get Brady for 2 years, you're gonna win. You can win right now. Trey Lance hasn't proven he can
49ers
win.
need to win right now. They need to win with this team. This team's too good.
Well, obviously, you want Trey Lance for the future, but you want Brady now.
especially
Could
opportunity
Could
comes.
Brady still bring a team to the Super Bowl?
I
Oh,
think so.
Absolutely.
I mean, and he has no.
Honestly, if he gets the Bucks in the playoffs, they can make a run. It's Tom Brady.
I just think the Bucks are just weak right now, and I also think
but
Todd
it's Tom
Bowles is
Brady.
terrible.
Yeah,
But like,
he couldn't.
I think now that Giselle's out, he wants to keep playing football, and he's gonna go somewhere that's an easy situation. Like,
Wait, is he a free agent or is he getting traded?
Traded.
he's got free agent.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. And I mean, like, he needs a team with a loaded defense to have it off him, like to carry the load off him, and he's got like easy pass catchers like McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo. I could really see that happening.
You know, if you transition McCaffrey into a wide receiver, he might be the best wide receiver on the Giants.
Okay, probably. I mean, all of a sudden the rant. Okay, what's up with the Baker situation? Let's talk about that. Are we jumping ship? Are we jumping the gun with saying Baker's gonna be the starting quarterback next year?
I don't understand. Oh,
I mean,
don't
Matt
understand
Stafford
what
looks
you're
like shit, so maybe.
I know, but we're really gonna say that his 17-point performance is good enough to say he's better than Matt Stafford, who won the
No.
Super Bowl last year?
It's one game. You got to see what happens with the rest of it. Well, I mean, I don't
Was that John?
know.
Oh, nothing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he's not the starting quarterback next year. They might draft a quarterback. They're going to be bad. They're still going to be they're going to be if we're talking NFL terms, they're going to be a lottery team. I'm saying we get rid of Stafford. We ship him somewhere else.
I think they stick with Stafford.
Dude, he's terrible.
No, he's got to go. But I don't know if Baker's the option.
Dude, you can't. Dude, he won a
I'm not saying
Super
he's terrible, but
I don't know how he won a Super Bowl when he threw the most picks in the
He
league.
won a Super Bowl, and last year he had the interceptions. But look, but that can't tell the whole story. Josh Allen has the most interceptions this year. That doesn't mean he sucks. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, but his team wins. Matt Stafford's team doesn't.
And
Exactly.
his team won last year.
even with Stafford, they were losing.
They won because Cooper Kupp is the best receiver in the league, and he
And
carries
this year,
Matt
the
Stafford.
O-line was bad. The defense just regressed. Jalen Ramsey is, and Aaron. Obviously, you have Aaron Donald, but Jalen Ramsey is not performing. The rest of the defense is not performing. The O-line is really bad. Cooper Kupp tore his ACL or whatever he did.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I see them next year just like reloading with Stafford and Kupp and like being like a 9-win team or like 8.
I think they want to make a change. I don't think it's Baker, but I think they do want to make a change.
Baker's not the answer. They just picked up Baker because they had no one else.
Baker's done this before. He has a good game and then goes out and just is terrible next. I mean, he saw what he did to the Steelers in the 2020 playoffs, and then what happened?
Okay, but that Browns team was very good.
Well, this healthy Rams team.
The title of it though being like Baker Mayfield was just claimed off waivers by the. It was so funny.
And he was they were the only team to put in a claim, which was crazy.
Bro got claimed off waivers. Who's top waiver order in the NFL? How does that work? Like everyone.
Yeah, wait, is it like fantasy football, or is it anyone
like,
can get
everyone
anyone?
putting a claim for him. Who's top of the order? Is it the team with the worst record?
You know what I'm excited for next year?
What?
The Bears. I'm excited for the Bears next year.
Oh yeah.
When they get a piece, they're gonna get some piece. I already know it. They're gonna get a piece.
Draft picks or something ridiculous.
They're gonna get some pieces. They're gonna give him a wide receiver one that you can put around Claypool and you can put around Mooney. Khalil Herbert looks great. David Montgomery's meh. Get some offensive linemen and you're a playoff team.
I mean, they have like 8 draft picks and they're one of the worst teams in the league, so they're gonna have a top draft pick. I mean, the Bears are gonna mess as long as they do the draft right, they're gonna be good for the next 2 years. And what I just saw this today, I don't know if you guys saw it. The NFL is considering ejections with roughing the passer / like.
Oh, they gotta stop with that. It's ridiculous.
Soft ass league. Soft ass league.
Did you see that? You saw the play the other night with the Chargers Dolphins. It was a normal sack. I think it was Jalen Phillips. The normal sack they call roughing and passing.
But like, imagine as a Steelers fan, like T.J. Watt has like a soft roughing the passer penalty, and they eject him in like a big game. Ejection.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
That would be.
I saw that they were going to look at it. I thought they meant looking at it as like.
I thought, yeah, I saw on Instagram like, oh, they're going to change the rules. No, they're going to make it worse.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
I thought they were going to make it better. I know they're going to make it worse.
Like ejections. Like imagine if like a guy like Chris Jones or T.J. Watt or Nick Bosa, like some of your
Brandon Graham,
get ejected off a roughing the passer penalty.
Absurd.
I mean, quarterbacks are a player too. They're going to get hit.
Oh, he coming out with the quarterbacks are a player too.
It's ridiculous. I mean, they got to get hit.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's so weak. We're gonna finish up now. We're just gonna go. We're not gonna give any analysis behind it. We're just gonna go through everyone's award prediction for the end of the year, and you should give your answer, and then we're gonna tune off for this episode. We're gonna start with MVP. Everyone go one by one and say your answer. So we're gonna start with John, then Jacob, and then me.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
I'm just to be different. I'm gonna stick with Mahomes, even though I think Jalen Hurts is gonna win it. But
I mean, that's fine.
It goes either way.
I think Mahomes has had a rough last couple games, so maybe not. But Hurts has been so consistent.
He had a rough game versus the Broncos.
Depending on what happens, unless Mahomes shows nuclear and it's close and they give it to him, but I think Hurts will win it. But defensive player of the year, Micah Parsons is probably the favorite. But I'm gonna switch up and say Nick Bosa. He leads the league in sacks. I mean, the Niners defense is loaded. He's having a really good year, low key. I'm gonna go Nick Bosa.
I'm going Micah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Micah Parsons too. I mean, there's really no other options.
He single-handedly carried the defense.
Yeah, and that defense is also so good. I mean, comeback player of the year is. I think this shouldn't even be a conversation for me. I'm going to say Geno Smith.
Saquon. Oh,
I
It
think
could go either way.
I think
It's a quarterback
they've,
award.
they've looked bad this year. Yeah, it is. Every award's a quarterback award besides offensive player of the year.
I think he's a quarterback in his story, and he's
Xbox just
legitimate.
like
Like,
that.
and Geno Smith, it's not like Alex Smith like, came back and played decent. Like Geno Smith's playing very good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you're right.
I'm gonna go Geno, too.
I'm gonna go Geno Smith. I would love.
I'll keep my Saquon pick, even though he did nothing against the Eagles.
Ever since I traded for him in fantasy, he doesn't do anything.
Coach of the year, obviously, in the beginning of the year, I thought it was Dable, but now it's not Dable. I think it's gonna be
Shanahan.
Sirianni. I think it's gonna be Sirianni. I think it's gonna be Eagles coach. I mean,
Eagles are. It's either going to be Sirianni or it's going to be Shanahan.
they finished with 1 or 2 wins. Like he's gonna get it. I think.
I think it's still going to go to Dable. I mean, he's just done such a good job, especially with the injuries and stuff.
I mean, I hope he does. But like, if the Giants finish with 8 wins or something, like
Who was coach of the year last year? Anyone know?
I don't even remember. Probably like
It was McVay. Wasn't it McVay?
It was.
it might have been me.
It's a Super Bowl team award.
And that's another thing. Like the Eagles should be the best team in the league.
They need to figure out the awards. It's just the same thing every
And
year.
don't get me started on the Heisman.
Oh, it was Mike Vrabel last year.
If we start talking about the Heisman, I'd go for another 10 minutes. Don't get me started on the Heisman.
We'll see. We'll make a college football episode tomorrow.
The Heisman is oh my god! Don't get me. That gets me so mad.
Save it for tomorrow, right?
I'm not talking about the Heisman. And then we'll go to the rookie awards. Defensive rookie of the year is very easily for me, Sauce Gardner. Even though the Seahawks kid is also very good. What's
Yeah,
his name?
it's Sauce Gardner.
But I don't know Sauce. Sauce is just so good. But the corner on the Seahawks is really good too.
Offensive rookie of the year.
I think it's Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, no, he looked great. I have him in fantasy.
been
He's been
good.
great.
And
But
it
I
feels
feel like
there's so many good running backs. But if we're being real,
the rookies, offensive rookies, have been so hyped up, but they've kind of just been boring. Like Brees
I,
Hall would
I
look
like
great.
Kenneth Walker though too.
Yeah,
he just hasn't played.
but he
enough.
kind of bloomed late. He had a late blooming.
Yeah, and now he's hurt.
Yeah, I don't think he's played enough to win.
But Brees
Like
Hall
it's
was my favorite.
it comes down to Damian Pierce, Chris Olave, and Garrett Wilson. It could literally be any three of those.
But Damian Pierce has been underwhelming, and the Texans suck.
What about George Pickens? I mean, he's been good.
Shut up. Shut up.
It's
dude.
Garrett Wilson or Olave, and it's not going to be any of the quarterbacks. Somehow they're going to find. Honestly,
They're gonna find a way to give a Pickett. They're gonna find a way to give it a
Kenny
Pickett.
Pickett or
No,
something.
he does not deserve it at all. I'll be the first to say it.
They'll find a way to get. But I think it should be Garrett Wilson. I think Garrett Wilson's showing a lot of potential too, despite having multiple quarterbacks and them all sucking.
Oh yeah, and then lastly we have offensive player of the year, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tyreek Hill looked like the favorite for a minute there, but it's Jefferson now.
Jefferson's
He is the
probably
best.
receiver in the NFL.
He's gonna be the best receiver of our decade. He might be the best receiver of all time when it comes down to it.
He's so good.
Wow.
I think he's best in the league right now.
He's
Easily.
best in the
I'm a
league right now.
Devontae guy. I think Devontae's number 2, and I think Tyreek's 3.
I don't think that. So. Cooper Cup's out of the top 3.
No, Cooper Cup's number.
Well, he doesn't count. He's not playing.
It's him and Diggs are 4 and 5.
Where's AJ?
If
Brown
you're
on your
counting
list?
Cooper Cup, he's still the best in the league, but he's not
AJ
playing.
Brown's number 7.
Who's 6?
Jamar Chase.
Oh, okay. I think that's a great way to wrap it up there with the awards.
I think that was good. I think we agree on pretty much everything. I think that was a good episode. We needed an episode to just recap everything that's going on. And I think we did that well.
I like how we hit all 4 major sports today.
Yeah, I love it.
That's
I
great.
mean, so much going on.
We're tune in tomorrow, maybe tomorrow Friday for an episode on college football. I would love to do a little playoff, little bowl predictions with you guys. So
I'm
thank
down.
you for tuning in. We did double OT finished.